Yeah. Nature Boy Hand Flair back at it again, man. And I want to start this video off saying free P. Diddy, free R. Kelly, and let's hope the boy Tyler Perry don't go down. I just want to know, is there a witch hunt on black men, whether you heterosexual or gay? Because just allegations these days, just having anybody could say anything about anything. Like, yo, in the third grade, you stole my block, and now I want to sue you for emotional distraught from the third grade and shit like that. Like, yo, son, at what point do we gotta sit here and say, yo, we gotta, this shit gotta stop, man. We over here about to hang a nigga for fucking, not for nothing else, but for fucking. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading them testimonies for the P. Diddy shit, you gotta understand that there's nothing in there that's worth a RICO. You know what I'm talking about? Like, these hoes sat up there on the stand and lied. Cassie got 20 fucking M's from Diddy. No hassle. He upped that money. The next day, she turns around and goes to the DA and create this story that he took something from her that she wasn't already given him. We gotta really sit here and think about this shit. Black men, black women. Y'all gotta remember, black women. Y'all got sons out here. And your sons is gonna get framed for crimes too. And while you the only one screaming that he's guilty, you got 9,000 other bitches saying he's guilty. You saying he's not guilty, you got 9,000 other motherfuckers saying he is guilty. And off of no proof, mind you. This nigga got a RICO case, no money laundering, just buying pussy or dick or whatever the case may be. Like, he shouldn't be in jail for some bullshit now. Now on the other hand, when you look at this R. Kelly shit, that's that good shit. As we look at this R. Kelly case, we see that either the parents is bringing them kids, or bringing them young girls there, or them girls wasn't as young as we say they was. Like, niggas is just, we know R. Kelly got a little taste for the little younger tenderonis then, but we gotta also remember R. Kelly is kind of slow. And what I mean by slow, yeah, he's a grown man, but mentally, I don't think he's all the way there, regardless of how much talent this man has. He has this thing of young bitches, and when I mean young bitches, I mean like, you know, when you're 16, like, goddamn, nigga, you gonna wait till this bitch, you gonna red shirt this bitch till she was 18, my nigga? Like, what the fuck is we doing out here? Like, so that part I didn't get, but Hollywood is a sick place, and we gotta sit here and remember what Nino Brown said. This shit bigger than Nino Brown. If Nino Brown go down, everybody go down, and I think that R. Kelly should have did that himself. Like, if he was doing what they accused him of doing, and the first thing he should have did was tell on everybody else, fuck it. What more can happen? If Jay-Z was out there fucking with them young bitches, call Jay-Z out. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird that we can throw cases on niggas for some speculation shit, go to court, lose the case, don't have no real evidence. I think, you know what I think is really happening? They paying niggas back for that OJ shit. They done let OJ get away, and they hanging niggas for 100 years straight after that. Like, they don't give a fuck what the nigga did, and I don't think that OJ did it. Let's be real. OJ the only one I got off, and he didn't do it. Like, people sit here and like, yo, like, if you think about black shit and how black people like murder or kill or have like this thing in us to do something, typically is a gun. Depending on what black culture you came from, if you were like, you know, you came from overseas black, like Africa, Jamaica, the Caribbeans, anywhere, then you might could cut a nigga head off just because you used to, cutting animals and using a knife game and using machetes and type shit. But for OJ, that's not a black nigga crime. If I'd have seen OJ shoot a nigga, if he would have shot Nicole and shot that other white boy 13 times, then I'd be like, OJ did it. But for the simple fact that that they said he cut their throats and shit like that, that ain't no shit that niggas do. And mind you, how could he kill 2 people with a knife? It had to be multiple people there. So for them to say that OJ, he had to stab, like, I don't even know how it even happened. Nobody screamed, nobody, nothing, like nobody heard nothing in that case. And that's just kind of weird, because I've been around that neighborhood out in Cali. Was that Brentwood? I've been in Brentwood. And most of them houses is pretty close enough to where you can hear somebody scream. And you stabbing a motherfucker, that means that there was something, like, you had to get tied up or something. Like, I just don't think OJ had anything to do with that. But that just goes back to, like, yo, we paying for shit that OJ did and he ain't even do. All these black men going to jail right now for some ludicrous acts. Like, and I know niggas probably done said this shit 1,000 times. Well, what about Hugh Hefner? What about Elvis? Because, Hugh Hefner is what considered Diddy is doing. And Elvis did what considered R. Kelly did. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, damn. They tried to get Bill. They tried to get Bill with the roofies and shit like that, but it didn't happen like that. You know what I mean? Like, so we gotta really sit here and look at how they're trying to paint a picture of how aggressive black men are towards women, and I guess towards men too, because Tyler Perry ain't getting accused by no goddamn woman. He getting accused by a white boy. Like, what part of the game is that? Like, yo, is this what we doing? Is this what we doing? So I can't really tell you what's real and what's fake. You know what I feel bad for the most? The motherfuckers that really be that's going through shit, and then they look at them, or they never even say nothing, and they look at them and say, "Oh, that bitch is lying." You feel me? Because she ain't famous, she ain't this and that. You feel what I'm saying? But for the ones that's just sitting here looking for the bag, I hope them hoes burn in hell. Like that coochie that's burning now, I hope they burn just like they coochies, man. And these bitches is diabolical. They don't give a fuck about happiness. They just want what they want at the time they want it. And they don't even see the long game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all over here putting false claims on niggas. Cause look at not just, and I don't want to think it's just a black thing. Cause look at what's my man, the Edward Scissorhand nigga, Johnny Depp. The Johnny Depp bitch tried that on him too, but he beat that case. I forgot that baseball player that played for the Dodgers. She over here lied on him, saying that, yo, motherfucking, yo, he beat me up after we had intercourse, and then they go to the text messages. Clearly the bitch is lying, but it is what it is. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, is it even fun to get rich anymore? Cause you can't even do shit with the money. Cause any little thing you do, somebody trying to sue you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you say something wrong to a nigga, they try to sue you. Them niggas will say something to you, trying to provoke you to hit them, and then they trying to sue you. So it's like, bruh, yeah, we living in a world that people in general just don't give a fuck about how I got mines and how you trying to get yours. Cause I will say one thing Puff Daddy said, man, we all got the same 24 hours. What you do with your 24 is on you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't making the best of your time, regardless of the fact of whatever you doing in life, then nigga, you ain't gonna never get nowhere. You gonna always be trying to point the fingers, play victim. know what I'm talking about? I ain't with the victim game shit. Nigga, if I fucked up, I fucked up. And I own that shit. I look myself in the mirror, it's like, yo, you know you did some bullshit, right, nigga? And I gotta answer to myself before I answer to anybody else. And if I can't see my wrongs, then nigga, if somebody trying to point my wrongs to me, I ain't gonna never see it, cause it ain't come from the heart for me. Cause I'm supposed to be checking myself before anybody check me. You feel what I'm saying? And even if somebody do try to check me, I'm gonna stand on what I stand on. So it's all about the self, my nigga. So if you ain't doing shit for self, first and foremost, doing something for anybody else ain't gonna never work, my nigga. Cause you gonna get bored, you gonna get tired, you gonna wanna go do something else, whatever the case may be. But just know that getting rich shouldn't be off another nigga dime, meaning, nigga, you about to sue a nigga just because you see an opportunity to sue a nigga. Now, if they did you wrong for real, then yeah. But I don't think that you should be able to. You could sue a bitch. I mean, a bitch could sue a nigga and put me in jail at the same time. What the fuck is either one or the other? I'm gonna pay my fine, because it's either a fine or it's a crime. It can't be both. You feel what I'm saying? Because if it's a fine, I'll pay that shit. Oh, this bitch felt some type of way. I ain't gonna just pay it outright, because I ain't gonna just pay for your emotions neither. So, but I ain't out here doing crimes on you or with you neither, bitch. The fuck you mean? If you not with this 100%, and as soon as you say no that first time, you ain't gonna ever see me again. And I ain't saying it like that. But if you playing around, because like I always tell a nigga, if they like you, they like you. They ain't gonna motherfucking fight you. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't gonna fight you. They gonna do whatever they gonna do whatever they need. Just like Cassie and our other little funky hoe. They did whatever they needed to do to stick around. And that's why I don't think he should be in jail. So I'm gonna let this shit go. I'm gonna always say, free P. Diddy, free R. Kelly, let that boy Tyler Perry go. And I'm talking about, and you know the game, man. It's just Nature Boy Hemp Flair. You know what I mean? I would love for y'all to just come through, watch a video, leave a comment. You know, do that thing, man, like they tell you to do in all the other videos, man. Help a nigga out, please. Holla at yourboy.com. Want it.